The following content has been generated with artificial intelligence under minimal human supervision. The data presented may contain errors or inaccuracies. The opinions expressed in this content do not necessarily reflect the vision, position, or values of DigiAll. We recommend verifying critical information with additional sources before making decisions based on this content.
Welcome to DigiAll Tech News. Today is Saturday, May 23rd, 2026. I'm Kylie Brooks, and this is where technology becomes clear and engaging. Google's new AI-first search experience is stumbling on a basic dictionary-style query, the single word disregard. AI-linked layoff announcements are rising in 2026, but the quieter labor shift may be fewer entry-level openings. South Korean police say fabricated screenshots and an AI-generated voice recording helped destroy actor Kim Soo-hyun's career. Pope Leo XIV is urging the church to help rebuild trust in technology by putting human dignity at the center of AI. President Donald Trump has posted an AI-generated clip attacking Stephen Colbert, turning synthetic media into another front in a political feud. Let's start with a small search query that exposes a very big product question. After Google's May 19th search overhaul, which puts AI summaries above the classic 10 blue links, a search for the word disregard produced a huge empty block and only one Merriam-Webster result far enough down the page that users had to scroll to reach it. The AI response itself added no real value, while Bing surfaced usable dictionary information for the same term. That matters because dictionary lookups are one of the simplest promises of search. Type a word, get the meaning. If AI is going to sit at the top of the page, the bar cannot be just novelty. It has to preserve the basic utility people already rely on. The real question is whether this is a weird edge case, or an early sign that a scaled AI interface can miss very ordinary user needs. Now this is where the AI job story gets more complicated than a replacement headline. Challenger Gray and Christmas data shows nearly 50,000 AI-related layoff announcements in 2026, about 17% of roughly 300,000 total announced job cuts so far this year. The examples are concrete. Intuit cut 3,000 jobs, Meta began layoffs affecting 8,000 workers while investing in AI, and Cisco announced thousands of cuts as its CEO talked about investing in employees' use of AI. But economists quoted by CBS point to a quieter channel. Companies may slow hiring, especially for junior and entry-level roles, while they figure out what AI changes. So, is this really about AI replacing workers, or AI becoming the convenient explanation for cost cuts during a huge investment cycle? The honest answer is some of both, with retraining and access to first jobs becoming the pressure points to watch. Here's the key context from South Korea. Police are seeking an arrest warrant for YouTuber Kim Se-ui, alleging he manipulated text message screenshots and created an AI-generated audio file to falsely implicate actor Kim Soo-hyun in a relationship with the late actress Kim Se-ron when she was still a minor. The fake recording reportedly claimed Kim Se-ron had dated Kim Soo-hyun since middle school, and it appeared online last year shortly after she died by suicide at age 24. Kim Soo-hyun repeatedly denied wrongdoing, but the scandal still rapidly overwhelmed him and effectively ended his career. In practical terms, this is the nightmare version of synthetic media. Not just a fake clip floating online, but fake evidence arriving inside a public accusation before most people have the tools, patience, or incentives to verify it. For celebrities, journalists, platforms, and investigators, the speed gap between virality and verification is becoming the core risk. At the Vatican, Pope Leo XIV addressed a one-day conference on artificial intelligence called Preserving Human Faces and Voices, organized by the Dicastery for Communication and the Dicastery for Culture and Education. His message was not a technical policy memo, it was a human-centered challenge. He said the church should actively shape digital technology so it serves humanity, and warned that tools built without regard for human dignity can exploit people's need for authentic relationships. The practical piece is education. He called for media and AI literacy among young people. d'Itoyard, with critical thinking, moderation, and discipline in technology use. The bigger issue is that trust in technology is not only earned through better code or stronger rules. For communities of faith, it is also about whether digital tools help people stay human, connected, and morally grounded. Finally, President Trump posted an AI-generated video on X and Truth Social showing himself lifting former Late Show host Stephen Colbert and tossing him into a dumpster on the show's set, followed by Trump dancing to YMCA in front of a cheering crowd. The clip landed hours after the final broadcast of The Late Show, and Trump paired it with a written attack calling Colbert talentless and celebrating his departure. Reactions split quickly. Supporters treated it as classic Trump combativeness, while critics connected it to broader concerns about political pressure around the show's cancellation and Paramount's earlier settlement with Trump over a lawsuit the network had called meritless. The important point for tech listeners is that the video was explicitly AI-generated and edited, not real footage. But in politics, even obviously synthetic media can still do real work. It can ridicule, mobilize supporters, provoke outrage, and blur the line between performance and intimidation. Today's throughline is trust under pressure, a search page that has to remain useful, an AI labor market that needs clear accountability, synthetic evidence that can damage a life before it is checked, faith leaders asking what technology does to human connection, and political AI clips that may be fake but still shape real reactions. Thank you for staying informed with DigiAll Tech News. We'll be back with more updates as they develop.